Alright, so we're going to be reading chapter 3. It is a shorty. It's called Trick or Treat. The grass skirt made of newspaper and crepe paper was not exactly as glamorous as the pink floaty skirt Molly had imagined. It was quite long and it did make a nice rustling noise as she walked. Besides, making the skirts had been lots of fun. Mom came home from Red Cross headquarters early, just so she could help. She put on a record of Hawaiian songs. Then they all sat in the den, cutting the newspaper into strips. They covered the newspaper with strips of green crepe paper. Mom sewed all the paper onto long piece of cloth to tie around their waists like aprons. Susan showed them how to make crepe paper flowers that were big and colorful. They made strings of the paper flowers to use as necklaces and bracelets. Mrs. McIntyre even squirted some of her perfume on them. By the time they were ready to go out trick-or-treating, Molly, Linda, and Susan were caught up in the excitement of Halloween and very pleased with their matching hula outfits. "Adorable! You look cute as buttons," said Dolores. She and Jill bobby-pinned the big flowers into the girls' hair. "When I get back from taking Brad trick-or-treating, I'll take your picture to send to Dad," said Mrs. McIntyre. Brad was wearing a sheet. He was going as a ghost. "Ricky, I'll want a picture of you too." "Okay, Mom," said Ricky. He was dressed as a pirate. Ricky was a pirate every year. It was a windy night, but not too cold, so the girls rolled down their socks and pushed up the sleeves of their sweaters. The wind made their skirts ripple, so they looked graceful and pretty, just like real grass skirts. They saw Allison when she went to the Silvano's house down the street. Her angel outfit was perfect. She had a flowing white satin robe with fluffy white feathers at the neck and cuffs all down the front. Her wings and halo were covered with gold glitter. "Hula dancers," Allison sighed with envy when she saw them. Molly was very pleased. They had made Allison jealous. "Your outfit is good too," Molly said. "You really look like an angel." She felt like being nice. In fact, it would probably be fun to trick-or-treat with Allison, except Allison's mother always went with her. That was them in their hula outfits. "Hawaiian hula dancers," Mrs. Hargate was saying. "What charming costumes, gals, and homemade too. Aren't you clever?" The girls just smiled and hurried away. "Really," Linda said later, "you almost have to feel sorry for Allison with a mother like that." "I know," said Molly. "Wouldn't it be awful to have a mother who doesn't know that the whole point of Halloween is to go out and walk around the neighborhood with your friends and not with her?" Because of the war, most people did not have any sugar to spare, so the girls did not get as many candies and cookies as last year. Nevertheless, their brown paper bags were soon bulging with apples, donuts, molasses kisses, peanuts, and popcorn balls. The Hargates' maid was giving out Tootsie Roll Pops, which were the best treats. Two families, the Pedersons and Rucksteins, asked the girls to do a trick before they got their treats. So the girls did a hula, waving their arms and singing the Hawaiian song they learned in school. Linda strummed her stringless ukulele. It was a big hit. The Pedersons especially clapped and clapped. They gave the girls each 2 glasses of cider. Linda believed in eating her treats along the way, so her bag was not as full as Susan's and Molly's when the girls finally walked back up the driveway to Molly's house. Molly was humming the Hawaiian song. Linda was unwrapping a popcorn ball, and Susan was making her skirt swish and sway. They were almost to the back door when a huge splash of water poured down on top of them, and a hose sprayed straight at them. "Ah!" Molly yelled. The water flooded around her feet in cold gushes. She felt as if she was drowning in a waterfall. Her bag of treats burst, the popcorn balls floated in puddles, the donuts turned to spongy globs, the apples rolled away down the sidewalk. Linda and Susan were gasping. Their paper flowers were flattened, their skirts were hanging in shreds. The green dye from the crepe paper was dripping down their legs onto their socks. When the water finally stopped, Molly's hair was stuck to her forehead. Her hands were full of melting paper flowers, and most of her hula skirt lay in soggy ribbons in the driveway. "Ruined, wrecked, completely wrecked," sobbed Molly. "Who'd play such a mean trick?" You can see there's the girls getting sprayed. Who would do such a thing? So mean. "I see London, I see France, I can see your underpants." Girls heard Ricky singing in a low, slow, steady voice. "Ricky," yelled Molly, "I'll get you for this. You ruined everything. You'll be sorry. You wait, you'll be really sorry." Ricky threw the hose down and ran off. The girls just stood there in the driveway, stunned with surprise and sputtering with anger. Maybe they shouldn't have teased Ricky about Dolores, but whoever would have expected him to get back at them in such a mean, terrible way? Finally, Linda said, "I'm freezing." Molly said, "You two go on inside. I'll clean up this mess. Then we've got some planning to do. We have to teach Ricky a lesson he'll never forget." So we'll see what kind of revenge the girls get in our next, and I believe, final chapter. Yep. All right, so I'll see ya.